And we're back.
Yes! It's time for us to go hunt down the final Metroid. Eventually. One of these days.
Yeah. Ow.
We'll get there when we get there. We just gotta find our elevator to go up. Or... I said, did we turn in the...
I don't think we did.
Oh no, we did turn in the DNA. That's right, we did. We just gotta find the way forward is all. Right, the acid should have moved to give us a new way to go. It's one of those things we have to, like, go down to work around to get up.
Yeah.
Oh, or just go down here. That would do it.
Oh yeah, because I went to get a safe station.
Right. Because we were trying to look for a few more power-ups in the meantime, it's right.
Fuck you, by the way.
But yep, now it's near time for endgame.
Yep.
Hopefully. Well, once we get our next thing we need, once we get the last thing we need to explore every area, I guess it's going to be a power-up hunt after that.
Yep.
Because frickin', well, like I said, the only endings in the game are based on speed. Now, I'm assuming we've probably gone for over 8 hours at this point, so we probably can't even get the second one.
Because I suck. Got it.
Well, this game's hard to memorize, and well...
I've seen stories about... I've heard stories about how...
Doing over 4 hours is hard. Like,
I've heard stories about how ridiculous the
speedrunning times
endings for this game can be.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I was friggin' save scumming trying to do it for one of my files. It ended up being, for me, like 4 hours and 12 minutes. I was like, Jesus Christ!
It's demanding.
I was doing it on the highest difficulty, but still. That just meant I had to play better. So that probably might have lost me a couple minutes from playing a higher difficulty, so I still didn't make it. Yeah, 8 hours is easy. 4 hours is brutal.
And I won't even get the 8 hours.
Well, you were trying to make sure you could find all the power-ups, and well, there were a couple times we were trying to figure out what the last Metroids were, which, to be fair, is a problem with this game in general. So, that's not really on you at all. That's just kind of the game structure as a whole.
It's the nature of the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's put it this way, I haven't died that much.
Yeah. Honestly, you really want to look at the other endings of the game, you can always look online.
They always just show them off at the end if you're curious.
Just got images for them. I mean, yeah, there's just images for them. Like, there's 9 different images. Because there's 3 difficulties. One which you need an amiibo to unlock. With ending content you can't get unless you have the amiibo to actually unlock that. There's another reason why I have the amiibo around. Then again, there's more stuff we can unlock once we actually beat the game. You unlock art content, I think, with the amiibo. And the Metroid one is the one that unlocks the other difficulty. The fusion mode they put it. Oh yeah, the fusion mode they put you in the fusion suit as well. As annoying as it is to need amiibo to unlock it, it is a nice physical touch that you actually are the fusion suit version of Samus for that difficulty.
As much as it sucks playing it because...
You do take a lot of damage. Like, basic enemies can kill you 2 hits at the beginning of the game. It's awful. It took me a while to figure out what I was doing on that difficulty, but I eventually got through it. I'll say this, I never died in the last Metroid at least.
Yeah.
Well then again, I had like replayed the game once before I did that run, so that was part of why I was doing better.
Well, here's the way up.
Yep. So it's time to go to the final area. Now we put this planet to rest. Oh good, we get to blow it up? Oddly no. Remember, that's not until frickin' fusion.
They're like, wait, Samus not blowing up the planet. That doesn't feel right.
Like, I gotta get rid of this parasite on here. Oh look! SR-388! What a coincidence! Well, I forgot to do my job then. Let me do it now. Oh my god! Oh right, then again, technically this game does say something about that. It's right. Oh, you... I was so close. Yeah, I hit the steel ones. You do need to use the beam burst to kill them. I guess technically Power Bomb works too, but it's a waste of ammo. Yes. But yeah, this last area is more of a straightforward path. There are power-ups you can find along the way, but otherwise, just a straightforward track. You know, look around if you wish, but I don't think a lot of power-ups are, like, too hidden. You should be able to find most of them without any real problem.
Will I get any of them is a real question. Probably should, but...
I mean, you can get almost all of them. I think there's only, like, one of them on this path you can't get right now. I'm pretty sure. As long as you know the teleport stations, you should be fine, though. Look at all these rocks I can bust up. But yep, all that's left is just getting to the last Metroid, however far away in it is. This whole freaking area is exclusive to just this Metroid. What a pain in the ass. Oh, I just figured I should mention this as well. There's not going to be a Metroid gate for the last one.
Yeah.
Because kind of the gates were just blocking off all the stronger Metroids, so you don't need to block it off anymore. So now it's just, we got to the last gate that was stopping us from getting to it. Oh yeah, we go through the regular acid because we have the gravity suit.
Yeah, there's normal acid, not advanced acid.
How can it be advanced? Well, you got fuel gel, and then you have just nuclear waste. Jesus! Ah, there you go, smart.
Why do I get the feeling that... Oh, this wasn't.
Yep, it was working around that. That was it. Stop getting in my way, you filthy creatures! And yeah, I can say I do love the friggin', you know, personality of Samus in this game. They make her badass without, like,
Doing the girl boss thing?
yeah. Girl boss thing was always kind of, I mean, yeah.
That's something more so in the Western world. Because I don't know how... I don't think there's many series in the Eastern department that do that.
I will say, I think Mercury Steam probably has done my favorite interpretation of Samus' character. Not that there's anything wrong with her in the Prime games or Fusion.
I don't think there was really a whole lot to say about her in the latter game. She was kind of...
Yeah. I mean, you got at least, like, hints of expressions throughout the Prime trilogy, at least. You, like, sometimes... You get, like, the faint, like, hints of emotion from situations, like when she killed Gore.
Yeah.
And she tried to shoot the frickin' Dark Samus apparition and it runs away. You just see her clench her fist as it escapes. There's little things like that. It shows, like, the frustration she has over having to basically kill all of her friends and frickin' not really be able to do anything about it.
You know, this is actually something I was watching a video about with, well, about a reviewer I watched doing re-reviews for the Metal Gear Solid series, and there was something that he talked about, which I always found kind of interesting in hindsight, but it makes sense, and how he likes the stories in those games, but how they're told is rough because they kind of just use nothing but voices and the static voices instead of doing full-blown cutscenes and having more...
There's a lot of dialogue that tells a lot of the backstory for a lot of things. Gotta find another hole to get to that one.
But that's something interesting, because, like, you know, we always talk, like, it is nice to have, like, voices for a lot of it, but voices, when it's nothing but just talking, kind of...
When you're literally told the story, and not really being shown anything.
Yeah.
Well, believe me, when I did my Metal Gear Solid playthroughs, they're big fans. They're basically commenting things on parts of the story I didn't realize. Such as how Revolver Ocelot was basically the boss's kid.
Yeah.
That got taken away from her by the Patriots.
But that piece of information is relegated to the standard cutscene, which you think will be interesting, but there's not a whole lot else to really go off with that.
Yeah. I mean, it is one of those things, just like an interesting connection.
Yeah. That one's kind of just flavor text, I think, compared to some of the other stuff, so that one's kind of whatever.
Yeah.
The three's very much more isolated.
True.
Compared to the rest of the series.
It kind of more just tries to make connections for a lot of the characters, just having more significance.
You know, I have heard that they of what the existence of the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake.
Oh, Delta, right.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we haven't talked about that yet. Yeah, I've heard it's good.
I heard that they actually fixed some or changed some things to make it different from the original.
Yeah.
But they still have like a system baked in so that you can play it like the original if that's what you want, which I think is really nice.
Yeah. I forgot that was another pretty good game. I don't think anybody has for like a Game of the Year nominee, but people
It is
like
a remake, but
Yeah. It could probably be up there for best remake this year, or one of them anyway.
I don't know what other remakes there were that came out this year.
Trails in the Sky is one of the only real major ones I'm aware of.
Oh yeah, that could also.
More Galaxy games! Those are ports, shut up! Those are ports, and you know it!
Yeah, but those two are probably the big remakes this year.
Yeah,
but the problem with Trails is not that I want to get it, but it's like, I have too many RPGs in my backlog I haven't even started yet.
Yep. Oh, I love this big room. There's like 2 or 3 power-ups in this room, I'm pretty sure. Oh, missiles don't work on you, what the hell?
Thanks for the missile back here.
I remember this room. This is also a room that was very prominent in Metroid 2. It was basically just a big giant climb into this weird cavern above. But the remake expanded it to being a maze.
Congratulations, now it's actually worth a damn.
Instead of just a stupid jumping climb, now it's a maze.
It's a maze, it's a maze,
There's plenty of power-ups around here. I'll say, the other stupid thing with original Metroid 2, they had a lot of the power-ups like bulked together in rooms. You like have a room, it's like 4 or 5 power-ups are in there, and that was it. It was like, what? Why did they design it so stupidly like this? Like, don't get me wrong, I don't hate the idea of multiple power-ups being done in the same room. Other later Metroid games have done that pretty well. Just sometimes you get one item, then you might need another item to get another upgrade in that room.
Or you need to think outside of the box, like Fusion. Fusion does that shit a lot.
Yeah, sometimes they hide them in weird places.
The most famous one I remember is,
Is it one of the Shine Spark rooms? Or do you think it's something else?
well, this one's early on. There is a Shine Spark room, I'm familiar with that.
There's like 2 or 3 of them. I know there's one you have to keep like rerunning on the slopes.
There's one at the beginning of the game where they have a, an energy tank, but hidden away in another corner that you would probably not think to look is another energy tank.
Oh, it's like before the first boss, isn't
Yes.
it? Yes. Okay, yeah, I do know that one. I think I 100% of the game a few times. I should remember that. Yeah. There's also a missile tank hidden in like, I was a missile tank hidden in like when the elevator breaks down. Actually, that's kind of late on, isn't it? Yeah, that's late on that happens.
That's in like the latter half, isn't it? When it's...
Yeah, I think it's before you get the space jump. Right. As I was thinking, like when you first get into that shaft, there's a missile tank like somewhere to your left. Oh, that's annoying. I think you have to go down and then go up the other way. Yup, that was it. It's not too far, or... Yep, you'll fall the wrong way.
Yep.
That's one of them. Is that all this room was for? Yup. Fuck!
Hey, super missiles are valuable in this house.
I know. Ow!
If it was a regular missile, then I would bitch.
Yeah, there probably were a lot of remakes this year. I just can't think of a lot of them off the top of my head. I have to actually look it up now. If there are any other good remakes this year. Those are the two.
Why are we looking up remakes?
I don't know. Oh, god damn it. I didn't mean movies. I was just curious. Let's say, I know those two were there. Dragon Quest, Jesus Christ. Tomb Raider 4 through 6 remastered. Oh, right.
Well, that's remastered, so I guess.
Yeah, I forgot that was a thing. The less favorable trilogy of Tomb Raider, but it's there for those that want it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4!
I heard mixed things about that one, apparently.
Yeah, I don't think it's as good as 1 or 2. I know some people are mixed on 4, basically adding a time limit. Well, apparently you can adjust it to being like a long time limit if you wanted. You can either leave the 2-minute standard, or you could do it like a half hour, I think maybe an hour. But they do have time limits for all those stages, where it was more just free roam and the missions had time limits. Other than other than some weird execution, I haven't heard bad things about it.
Oh
Or
yeah,
it's not
I
as-
remember another thing that came out recently. Skate 4, was it?
Oh yeah, the free-to-play skate game, that's right.
Yeah.
I've heard it's fun, if a little glitchy, but, you know.
So with the state of EA now,
At least it's free to play, so you don't have to waste money if you want to try it out.
so it is EA, and considering the things we already talked about, who knows what it will look like.
Alright, Astro Odyssey came out in 2025. They're giving me a bunch of just random remakes. Doom of the Dark Ages is not a remake!
The fuck?
Fucking Google, you're fucking stupid. That makes no sense!
AI, ladies and gentlemen.
Mafia of the old country! Well, I'm pretty sure that was a new game. Prince Persia Sands of Time hasn't even come out yet! We don't even know if that's really happening!
Considering the state of Ubisoft, probably not even gonna happen.
Oh yeah, Tales of Grace F remaster. Tales of Grace remaster. I thought I heard they were remastering more of the Tales games recently.
Zillia was remastered recently.
Yeah. Tales of Grace, I think, was the next one. I think people have been asking maybe they do Berseria next. I don't really know. I only know very little about them.
I've only played Abyss and Zillia 1 and Zillia 2.
I've only played...
Well, I've beaten those ones. I played Symphonia.
Right. I've only played Arise. I played through the whole main campaign and post-game content, but I never bought the DLC. I didn't really feel like it at that point. But yeah, I did realize the post-game content for Tales of Arise, you do actually get to battle the Tales of Zillia 1 and 2 protagonists, I think.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and the second one of them is brutal.
Sounds about right.
Because one of them's the little sister, I think? Whatever her name is? Or maybe... I think it's Zillia, anyway.
What's the name
Like
of
some
the character?
blonde-haired girl. I don't remember.
Mila, I think is her name?
I think, yeah. The second one is her older brother. He's a pain in the ass. At least I'm pretty sure... I'm pretty sure that was who that was. I did, like, do everything in those games, too. Damn it. I'm trying to... Yeah, otherworldly visitors. That was the post-game stuff, that's right. Oh man, they're not even spoiling for me. I'm trying to look it up. God damn it! Look up post-game bosses. God damn it. But apparently, it won't let me just find it normally. I just looked at that list, and that's still not helpful to me. Damn it. Really trying to figure it out. I had somebody that looks like it might have been like a final boss to another game. I don't really know who it was, though. Some, like, time mage. Eh.
Think this much.
But yeah, I know you at least do fight one set of, other Tales protagonists. I do know that. Damn it. Can't confirm it, because now it's making it go lift through shit. It's a pain in the ass. I don't want to dig that deep right now, damn it! I'm just curious. There's an RPG series I've been thinking of dabbling into.
Which one?
Tales. Don't know how deep I want to get into it, but I'm at least curious about it.
This looks important.
Huh.
That looks important.
An egg. So there's our last Metroid. It hasn't even hatched yet. Oh, good. The Metroid is close by. Well, we're closing in.
Alright.
Time to hunt that shit down. Wait, what's that?
What the?
Wait, what? We're up to 11! Oh, God! Infants! Oh, jeez. Just what we needed. Remember, you have to use... Ah! No, no, no! So, yes, infant Metroids are back! You have to use more ball bombs to get them off. Charge shots freeze them for longer, but... either 5 missiles or 1 super missile. So yes, the Metroid count went back up, because apparently, new infant Metroids have been created. There's your way out if you need it.
Oh, what fun.
And it's not original Metroid 1 where if you didn't have the ice beam, you had to run through this whole place, fall back down, go to a chamber where you got another ice beam, because you can only have one beam at a time. At least this game you have everything. So, yep. Got one last gauntlet of Metroids. So, kill them all like you always do. Why are the old school ones harder than the other ones have been fighting? No, they're not. They're pushovers. They just don't feel like it because you need the ice beam to actually freeze these ones. Ow. Just march your way through and you shall be fine. Your charged ice beam will easily freeze them. Just, you know, just be careful. The moment they latch on you, they can absorb your energy. I'm just glad they don't heal themselves. That would make it so much worse.
Yeah.
I think you're good. I think there's still 2 more rooms. Yep, they added 10 Metroids. Oh, and recharge stations. How nice of them. You need to refill a tank. It's not a bad idea to use these for that either.
Yep.
But yeah, for the remake, they used 10 Metroids. The original Metroid 2, it was only 8 they did this with.
I'd be annoyed, but the fact that we have all this modern problem require modern solution mechanics.
They're still in our way, these bastards. Another one on the bottom of the room. Wherever you may hide, you shall die now. Yes! Oh boy!
Huh. That sounds menacing.
You killed my babies!
I missed the part where that's my problem.
I hate they add all their enemies back to these rooms, though. That is kind of annoying. Yeah, here's where you fill all your stuff. So, yep. A nice reminder of good old original Metroid goodness. For killing those frickin' infants. Yep. Why is it the infants you have to freeze to kill? Unless it's Metroid Prime for some reason. Then you can actually fight them full force. It's like Metroid Prime. She's like in her prime. Don't kill me. Okay, super missiles do break those. Good. Part of me thought it would. A small part of me thought it would. Alright, we're on ice beam, so we can't really technically hurt them right now very easily. Huh, getting a charge freeze beam, ice beam charge, that's actually a good way to deal with them. Now's a good idea to save. So, Diggernaut was a pretty hard boss. Here's what I would argue is the second hardest boss in this game. Why do you think we were able to have all these Metroids birthed to begin with? Oh god. Oh no. Get away from me, you bitch! We found the mama. The Queen Metroid! And this fight is a doozy. So, Queen Metroid. Unfortunately, this boss is also kind of hard to hurt.
Yep.
Another boss that it wouldn't be surprising if you died to this once or twice. You have to hurt her by shooting her in the mouth with the ice beam. Only inside her mouth is vulnerable. Just keep, whenever you see your mouth open, you have opportunity to shoot at the ice beam, do it. Well, I was gonna say, the music for this game is actually pretty good too.
Yeah.
I'll say that has one weakness that Dread has. The soundtrack is not that good. It does have some good tracks in Dread, but not quite like most of the other Metroid games, unfortunately. Watch out for the head slam, that's always annoying. You probably want to get in the corner when that happens. And yeah, as expected, the Metroid Queen, the Queen Metroid does a shitload of damage. This is an overgrown Omega. Why are Queens so bitchy? Why are they so strong? Not these are Queens being the strongest in the hive. Thankfully, a lot of her attacks were easily telegraphed, but again, like in Mega Metroid, it's a long fight. Because of how big she is, and how stronger she is, she's definitely worse than one of them. But as usual with other bosses like the Metroids, her color changes more red the more damage you do to her. However, we'll say this. You know a lot of the counter techniques have been optional for a lot of the bosses in this game? They've just been more ways to speed up the fights. Hopefully you know how to actually do the counters. You need to know how to do that for this fight. Because if you don't, you can't win.
Yeah.
Just give you that spoiler now. That is one of the minor gripes of this fight, and you actually have to do that. It's something that sped up the game anyways, you're better off knowing how to do it. But, yeah, you know, just make sure you know how to counter. That's all. That's all I need to tell you. Yeah, the fact she fell through the whole room. Jesus. Why did put her in such a big, isolated place like this?
At least it's more involved in the main than the original one. Then again,
oh yeah,
that wasn't so hard to do.
The original game, she literally just launched her head at you and shot little beams. Okay, now get up somewhat close to her and get ready for the moment. No, you don't want to go in yet. Counter. Then, grapple.
Grapple.
Yep, pull her down. Now, I know it's probably electric shield, by the way. Because in her digestive system, you take damage. Drop a power bomb. Ow, my heart! Ow. That is how you do this fight. You gotta do that a few times. And now the fight gets harder. So hopefully you know a lot of your techniques, like Fireball, or else you're gonna be hitting the fire if she blows you into it. Fireball actually gets a lot of use in this fight, surprisingly. Oh shit. Well, we do have the reserve tank. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if you die in this fight. It's difficult. Oh, then there's this attack. Yep, either be very good with your space jump or try to finagle it with the spider ball.
I think they're expecting the spider
There's
ball.
a lot of tough maneuvering you have to do in this fight. Yep, you're based on death's door now. You can always use the electric shield when you want to waste your Eon, basically protect yourself from death. So yeah. You basically have to look for opportunities to be able to do damage to her mouth and then hide away otherwise. You want to get on the ceiling. The only place that's safe from this. You gotta time it so you get on the ball. And now just look for a gap. Because then she sends you through the floor, yep. With the head slam.